My friends, we got a brand new tier list. Finally, on the third attempt, I'm able to do my COD tier list. If you guys haven't already, make sure to sub to the YouTube. I would really appreciate that. Make sure to drop a like if you like it and enjoy the tier list. We have Modern Warfare 2019. When this game first came out, it was garbage. Gaming nowadays has this unfortunate thing of most games releasing in a really shitty state. I hate it. Gaming companies now release and patch, and I just cannot stand it. Modern Warfare 2019 really suffered from this. It was released buggy and shitty and just overall bad, but over time it got better. And it's probably the best COD of the newer generation. This actually did something that was new. It brought out like the place where you can make all the guns and stuff like that. The campaign was good. The multiplayer after a little bit was good. And it brought out Warzone. I would consider Warzone a completely different game, but Modern Warfare was what released Warzone. I don't think it's quite in the top tier. I have to put it in. I think it's an A. Next up, we have Infinite Warfare. If this game released it under any other banner, it would have been a perfectly fine game. Because everybody thought of Call of Duty as that boots on the ground, World War II, shoot 'em up. And unfortunately, this got a lot of bad press because of that. The campaign was decent and the zombies were okay. The multiplayer was garbage. I'm gonna put this at a D. The OG Modern Warfare. This has the best campaign out of any COD, hands down. The sniping mission was fucking unreal.
Underway. Enemy transport sighted entering the target area.
This is the first online game that I really grinded back in the day. I remember me and my brother grinding the shit out of Call of Duty 4. I love this game. I think it's lacking a little bit now, and the graphics aren't quite as good and things like that. But I think over time, I think it deserves an S. We wouldn't have Modern Warfare 2. We wouldn't have any of that without this game being so successful. The old World War II Call of Duty. These are the original Call of Duty games. I'm gonna rate them basically all at the same ranking. They were fun back in the day. They did lack a multiplayer for the most part. I still liked them though. I still thought they were decent games. They had a lot of couch co-op stuff. They had good campaigns. They had good stuff like that. I'm gonna put all of the old Call of Duties in like a B. We got Modern Warfare 3 up next. This game to me was disappointing for a lot of different reasons. It proceeded a game that I thought was pretty much perfect. It didn't have quite the same level of gameplay as this or this. I really don't think so. It didn't live up to Modern Warfare 2 in my opinion. I didn't like the way they let the story and the campaign. Multiplayer was decent. The Spec Ops version, which I fucking love, was not as good. And it broke my heart. But I think it deserves an A. You got Black Ops 2. The best antagonist in any COD game ever. That villain was so fucking good. The incredible story, incredible fucking gameplay, incredible everything. This is one of the pinnacles of COD. There's two games. They're at the pinnacle of COD. They have never outdone these games ever. I don't think they ever will. Black Ops 2, you know, it has to go an S. We got Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare, I never really liked the advanced movement stuff. I didn't like the wall running and the jetpacks and all this bullshit. I think it's good to mix it in, but I don't think it's good to make it the focal point of the gameplay. I'm just not a big Advanced Warfare guy. I don't think it's gonna go quite down as far. I think it's gonna go on a C, because it was still a solid game. It still had solid mechanic, gameplay, and gunplay and things like that. I am not an advanced movement guy. There's always the black sheep of the family of any type of thing, and Ghosts was that. How about those dog graphics though, baby? This had the weirdest, worst story ever. This had terrible multiplayer. I just did not like Ghosts. Maps were too big. I'm gonna put Ghosts in an F. Maybe I love it because it was the first COD I played. That's fair, Jackson. That nostalgia trip is really powerful. If you have most things in your games, I will probably play them. But there is one little detail that if you put this in, I will never play your game. That is loot boxes. There's nothing worse than loot boxes, and World War II at the beginning was fucking filled with them. They're the stupidest goddamn thing ever. If you have a part of the game, just fucking release it. Just put the camos in, for fuck's sakes. And World War II had a great campaign, and that's what's gonna lift it up a little bit. When it released, the multiplayer was broken. It was garbage. It was shit. I'm gonna put it with Infinite Warfare in a D. Black Ops 3. Now, Black Ops 3 over time has really changed my tune about the game. I don't like the story. I don't like how convoluted and weird it was, but the zombies were fucking phenomenal. A lot about this game was really, really good. I don't mind this game. This game has really, really grown on me over the years, and I think it deserves to go into a high B. We got Black Ops 4. You can't release a COD game without a campaign. Like, it really was a one-dimensional game. Like, it didn't have anything else going for it, except for Blackout, which flopped, and the multiplayer. And the multiplayer wasn't even that good. I kind of agree, though. I'm kind of gonna put it in an F. God, I can't stand this new wave of not putting single player or couch co-op or whatever in games. It's just such a fucking money-hungry bullshit concept. We have the original Black Ops. I don't think that the original Black Ops quite did as much as the original Modern Warfare. I did play the shit out of this game though, and I did enjoy it. The story was good, the concept was really cool. I really liked that they had the two competing universes that did so well against each other, but were like completely different. And it had good zombies. I think it goes into an A, but this is my favorite COD. There is nothing better to me than this game. I'm gonna break a lot of your hearts here. I spent probably 5,000 hours in this game, at least. I spent most of my teen years playing this fucking game. My brother almost went pro in this game because we played it so fucking much. I love this game so fucking much. I have to put this game in an S. It's the best COD. Now, that might be blasphemous for some, but I love it more than anything. I have such precious memories in this game.
Enemy nuke incoming! It's over!
We have World at War. I love this game. Has the best World War II campaign out of any COD game ever. Not even close. The original Zombies is the best. There is no Zombies mode of any of these games that is better than this. That's a hot take, but there's no zombies that even compete with World at War. The multiplayer was kind of shit because of the MP40. The MP40 ruined the multiplayer. This might be fucking controversial. I'm putting it in S. Cold War had its redeeming qualities. Zombies were bad. I didn't like the multiplayer. It felt really clunky. I didn't like the movement. The mechanics of the movement didn't feel as like streamlined and sleek as this game. It isn't as bad as a lot of people say, but it's still not great. The thing about it is that after this game, going to this, it made it feel so much worse. COD really needs to focus on creating good games and not focus on the yearly release schedule. I'm gonna put Cold War in like a C. Vanguard, very disappointing game. Very disappointing. It just didn't live up to any type of anything, really. I bought it and I wish I never did. It's a terrible experience. This game sucks. Like everything about it. It's just so bad. I gotta put it in F. COD really needs to focus on quality over quantity because they have a really big name to live up to. They set a bar for themselves with these. And like the things that they've released lately haven't lived up to that bar. And they're literally just releasing these games to feed their fucking investors. That's it. Right? Like Vanguard did really, really well. That's the thing. That's the thing about it, is that these games do well. People buy them. That's why they keep doing this.